Welcome, everybody. It is a beautiful Barb Tomlin and the not so beautiful Nick Wood here, coming to you from the UK and the USA to talk about all things community and what we've been up to. Barb, as always, pleasure to live stream with you. It's Tuesday, early morning for you. What's the weather like in sunny US of A?
Well, actually, it's winter here. And the thing is, that is one of my daily routines, and I have not looked at the winter this morning. Um,
What?
but we've been having 50 something degrees every day, full sunshine here in Albuquerque, and we're going to have
Oh,
51 today, plenty of
nice.
sunshine. And it's just mind blowing because we're finally hope. Well, I shouldn't say in a way, hopefully, because people don't realize I'm living in the foothills of the Sandias. That's a big mountain range
Oh,
that on the east side of the city, and the mountains have to have water for the trees, and they count on that snow, right? Duh.
yeah, I guess now you say it like that. Yeah, yeah.
So, and we're right up against that, and I'm thinking, gosh, it'd be really dangerous to be in the mountains
It
because
would.
this summer because of that. Fortunately, a lot of my boom pilots are firemen
Oh,
in their
nice.
other lives.
I
Yeah,
see.
but my high for the rest of this is the it's 55 tomorrow and Thursday, 50 on Friday, and maybe a chance of snow on Saturday at 44-degree high.
Wow.
So
And do
not
you,
so bad.
yeah, that's good. And do you get to go skiing, Bob? I didn't realize you're in the foothills of a mountain.
Oh no, that snow skiing is something I have never done. It's this city is so pretty, and we have a tram that will take you up so you can see the whole city. You can be up at
Yeah,
the top, of the Sandias and look down over the city. I've done that lots of times, and
nice.
that one of the uh, very early pioneers in modern ballooning that I know the Abruzzo family. I know all of them, and they actually own that.
Oh,
So,
wow.
small world. So
Yeah.
how
Oh,
are things for you today?
well, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've been having great fun in groups. I don't know whether I told you last week. Facebook just stopped me from using Messenger for a while. Said I was being
Oh
too,
no,
yes. Said I was being too chatty. I'm like, no, don't.
Messenger.
Yeah.
That
So I could still post, I could still comment, I could still reply to comments, but I just couldn't chat.
wow.
I know they finally released me in the early hours of this morning, so I've been making up for lost time. But what it
All
did allow me to
right.
do, what it did allow me to do, was to turn my attention fully onto the school platform. And so,
Great.
as I showed you earlier, there was a reason why. For people watching, what's happened is in the last 48 hours, a friend of mine who has their own school community, almost up to 1,000 people now, and she was running. Well, she said, "I'm going to run a competition. So whoever's at the top of the 30-day leaderboard come the end of January, I'm going to give you $50." Now, $50 isn't a whole busting lot, but $50 is $50. I thought so. I thought let's demonstrate just how good school can be. So I went from I think I was I think I had about 5 or 6 points um, on the 7-day leaderboard, and in 48 hours I've just gone like 300 plus because you get the points from interacting. So when there's such a large number of people in that group, just go in, interact. If people like what you're saying, they'll hit the like button and that will give you points. It's as simple as that. And it's so funny. Someone already this morning reached out to me and said, "How the hell did you do that?" Are
If
you
you're
there?
wondering why, yeah, I'm here. You
Oh,
know what? I'm checking to make sure we're streaming to the destinations.
oh right.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
and
I said,
I'm looking here. I,
glad you're hanging on my every word.
yeah. I was listening and I was talking to you all the same time. And I go, oh, wait a minute. I shut myself up just in case the video went on.
Oh, cool.
Oh, just a minute. You're
No,
not going to
that's right.
believe what's happening.
Oh,
So it is live in the it set up an event for my profile. It is live in that event, but on my feed, um, on my profile feed, it's not showing up. Oh, there it comes. It finally did. It did.
yeah. I'm on
Okay.
mine. I can see mine.
Okay. Well, mine didn't show up right away, and they all
Panic
know on the inside that I've been bitching a lot about these issues.
over. Yeah, they've been hearing you bitching, and they're going to go, let's just reduce your streaming.
Yeah, right. So I need you to carry on the conversation for a couple of minutes so I can actually share that link into the into the Be Liver community, if you
Yes, of
would,
course,
because
of
I
course.
need to make that happen. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you do that. I'll just talk my normal nonsense then. Yeah. So this is it. This is the power of the school community. We love the school community. Don't get me wrong. We love the Facebook communities as well. But school seems to be doing more and more. And if you got the you can have the $9 version or the $99 a month version. But the really cool thing is that if you got the $99 version, you can do live webinars into your community. It was so cool. So I'm running one at the moment in the Digital Income Freedom Hub over on school. I've actually started running 2 times a bi-week. Is that bi-weekly? 2 times? Yeah, every two times a week. I'll get it right in a minute. On a Monday and a Thursday, I'm just doing a very short little live stream webinar showing how to edit videos using DaVinci Resolve. Now, DaVinci Resolve, if you don't know, is a free webinar, a free software where you can edit all your videos. It's like Adobe Premiere, but whereas you pay for Adobe, DaVinci is free, and that's because it's owned by a company called Blackmagic, who actually sell super high-end kit for videoing the like. Oh, and I can see a comment. Let me see. Hey, Jody Barris. Good to see you, Jody. Thank you so much for joining us. And you know, Jody, exactly. Jody knows that that's what's allowing me to do. In fact, Jody came to my first live stream webinar, and I'm eternally grateful to her because I've never done one before on school community. And you know me, I just jump in and go for it. And and yeah, luckily Jody was there because the screen share had gone wrong. I wasn't sure whether it was back to front. It was really a little bit chaotic, but no, thankfully Jody was there. And then last week on Monday, when I did the following one, oh Jody, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, so on the second one I did on Monday yesterday, I did it, and then I realised that I hadn't pressed the record button. So I was trying to record it as well, so I then had to redo it. So instead of having a 15-minute live stream, it was half an hour, but only 15 minutes. Thank you. Yes, it's a labour of love. It's a task. What was it? What was it? Old Jason and the Argonauts. It wasn't a task, was it? Used to call it something else. But yeah. So if you want to learn editing, some nice easy editing, then do come and join me over on the school community. I can say I'm back on Thursday at, I think I've got it at 5 p.m. UK time. It might be 6 p.m. UK time on Thursday. Going to be doing, showing you how to create nice titles. So putting colour in, having gradients. Might even throw some sexy little animations in there as well, just to make it a little easier.
I can tell you're having fun with it.
Oh, I am indeed. Hark. Yeah, so look, it's so good that Jodie's watching. The set times, yes, they are set times, Jodie. 4 p.m. In the UK on Monday, and I will have to just double check what time it is on Thursday. I think I made it at 6 because it was a little bit different. But yeah, I know it's really cool. And I know in these days of AI, when you can actually chuck a video into the AI and they can add all the captions and bits and pieces to it. Sometimes it's good to know exactly how you can do it yourself. just in case someone takes over AI and they stop doing it. It's just one of those things, Barb. I just like to do it the old-fashioned way sometimes.
I don't blame you, and I think it's great
Yeah.
education. That's one of the things I really love about the school platform is
Mhm.
being able to put our courses in there. And actually, if we have courses that are really only relative to part of our community, we can block those off just to have them for that community. If we want to charge for some courses and make others free, we can do all of
Yeah.
that. And it's just awesome. And I have to say that one of the things that impressed me most is when you go live on that platform, it also generates your transcript right away afterwards, and it is high quality. I was very impressed. Uh,
Yeah.
and so that helps a lot because you can actually create more content from that.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
very.
And also, that's the thing. And it is so far. The transcript is so quick. It
Mm-hmm.
is absolutely incredible. Now,
Yeah.
I just double checked for Jodie's benefit and for anyone else who wants to join the 30. No, both sessions are now 4 p.m. So I've set them at 4 p.m. UK time, which I believe is 11 a.m. Eastern, um, which is 9 a.m. Mountain time, I think.
It's hard. You're welcome to share. There's Leland, my friend Leland from back in the Blab days.
Hey, cool.
Bring him up. Hi there, buddy.
Hello, how are you today?
Long
Nice
time
to.
no see.
It has been, Barbara. It has. It's been a very long time. It's nice to meet you as well. I believe I don't have your name in front of me. I'm going to
Nick.
Oh,
forget
Nick.
Nick.
who we
Yeah,
sitting
how
with.
about
Uh-huh.
yeah, Nick.
Nick, I'm sorry, Nick. I apologize. I
That's
just
okay,
remembered
Leland.
at the last minute I had to be somewhere to see somebody, and I was like, I got to get to this link. Give me a minute. So I apologize for showing up late and that giving notice that I try to be here. So nice to be here.
Thanks for joining us. You know what, Nick and Leland? It was so funny, but yesterday I saw all kinds of posts 2016 and 2026 that were all going back to
Yeah.
2016.
Oh
And
yeah.
of course, Nick, I don't, were you with us on Blab? I don't remember. If you were
No,
there, you were
in
one of the silent ones.
yeah, 2016, I was still a young boy, Barbara. Yeah, I was
Oh,
still at
rub
school.
it
Hey,
in, rub
hey.
it in.
He's putting us in our place here, Barbara.
No. Oh, no, I wasn't.
Well,
I wasn't on Blab, unfortunately.
Leland was too.
Yeah, I was.
He was
I wouldn't
he's
say I
one
was
of the
old.
young boys who got it.
Kind of in a sense. What is it? When I think back, this is my 60th lap around the sun, so I'll be 60
Oh,
years old in
wow.
August. I'm getting my way up the ladder, but no, I think that was one of the real pivotal points in live streaming, Barb. We all know that when things like the Arab Spring were
Absolutely.
taking place, and we had a lot of
Oh,
Southeast
yeah.
Asians coming onto the scene. It was just one of those times in the world where we couldn't
It's
imagine that
amazing.
it was going to be what it was going to be, and yet now look at it and where it's come from there. So
And
10 years has been a long time.
absolutely. When Mari Smith posted that thing yesterday about 2016, I guess it's really going big on Instagram.
Oh,
And
okay.
she had posted that in her group, and I just laughed and I thought, we told you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I
But
wrote my book back in
yeah.
2017. Best
Mm-hmm.
Live Guides come quite a ways. It's got 2 volumes now, but it's not anything that I've kept up on because it's so hard to keep
Right.
abreast of
Mm.
all the changes. You saw me, Barbara, when we hooked up with Alex over at Office Hours. That was
Yeah.
like during COVID. All of the live event producers, production teams, you name it, everybody across that whole gamut of people had no work. There was like no way to do
Right.
their job. So they came to the live streaming community to learn how to live stream over IP. It was
Yeah.
like something they'd never done before, nothing they'd ever experienced before. And yet when they got into that niche and realized they could apply their skills to a whole nother set of skills, it just blew up and everything took off from there. So
Yeah.
crazy growth.
I can't tell you guys how much joy you both bring to me to see you there today.
Good.
Nick is from the UK too, and
Yeah.
you remember Stephen Healy, of course.
Oh yeah. Good partner
And
of mine.
Stephen is one that he actually brought Nick to the party. Isn't that
Oh,
true? That he was the one that introduced you, got
really?
you
Yeah,
rolling.
we have Stephen to blame for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Totally. Uh,
well, do you know
I was,
how
I was,
Stephen
mind,
and I met?
I was minding my own business.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you and Stephen meet?
Well, Stephen and I met on a late night blab one night. We
Yeah.
just happened to be on the same show one day or whatever. And we started talking, and then we became basically co-hosts of Across the Pond Live, which was a
Right.
series we did for over 2 years. I think we did about 50 episodes on that show, but we just did comparison lifestyles between people living in the US and people living in the UK. And it was kind of a one-off. Nobody really showed up for that one. It was early days of live streaming, but we taught people a lot about how to get into the software, how to play the game, and actually just get online and be yourself and be authentic about it. And that's where it took. And
Yeah.
Steven's been doing it ever since. He's never given up. That's one guy that I have to say has carried that torch probably longer than any of us have when it comes to teaching live stream.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
never afraid to go on a different platform. He is absolutely doing amazing things on TikTok, which
Yeah.
without dancing, without, but he just delivers his Steven stuff, and he has
He'll
got a
always be
great
Steven.
audience. They interact, and it's absolutely fantastic. So
That's
yeah,
good work.
all good stuff. No, I was very lucky just to. I can't remember exactly when I met him. I think there was about 6 or 7 of us that were live streaming on a Wednesday night. I think some of the other older blab guys as well were there, and then Steve and I, when the Amazon live streaming was really taking off, and we were having a great laugh. We had a co-show as well, so we were running a quiz, the weekly quiz, whereby in between the rounds we'd be promoting different products, and it really worked well.
Yeah, I've spread myself like Barb. Do you guys hang out on TikTok much? You can find me on TikTok as well. I've been out there since March again. I was on TikTok. Well, I joined that app 5 years ago, but I didn't do much with it in the beginning. I did use it a lot during COVID to keep from spreading misinformation. I was making sure people were getting the truth of what was going on during that period. And then after that, I shut it down and just never touched it. And then I came back in March, and now I'm out there running Best Live TV as well as both a TikTok shop and some other just playing out informational broadcasts, teaching broadcasts, whether it's about live streaming, whether it's about building your TikTok shop or whatever. It's just a really good platform. It's probably one of the most engaging platforms I've been on since Blab. It has that nuance to it where you can just jump in a room with somebody and start to hold a conversation and build a friendship or some type of relationship in one way or another online with others of your ilk. I mean, and that's what you do out there. And it seems to be a way that I spend my time nowadays is on TikTok, just getting to know people again.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I've got 3 different channels, but every time I go to live stream, well, I haven't live streamed for a couple of months now, but I was going through a space when I live streamed, I would then get banned for a few days, and then I'd have to read it, and I had no idea what I was saying that was triggering getting suspended. But
I know that.
I was chatting to Stephen a few weeks ago, and he was saying, "Yeah, get the studio, do it." So I've got the studio, so I need to get my backside in gear and get back.
They're very. I'll say this much about TikTok. They spend a lot of time focusing on the quality of the deliverable so that they're not seeing. I mean, it happens. There's still a lot of people that produce junk on TikTok. Don't get me wrong. But what I had a problem with it, I'll just kind of explain it. If you guys, I don't want to take over your show or anything here, but there's a small story that goes with what I just dealt with during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And my shop was shut down for that entire period due to the AI that goes and reads these videos and sees what's going on. So primarily most of the hits that people get out on there when it comes to strikes and community strikes and things like that, they're all driven by AI. And what we have to realize as producers is we need to put that in its place sometimes and let it know that it's wrong. So I dealt with AI after AI after AI after AI that was just smacking me down to the point where there's a point system. You start at 200, it starts to knock you down from that 200. You're already in the red. So, well, it's like that's your baseline, and then you start to move toward red. So it becomes yellow, orange, red as you get knocked down in points. You're going for 1,000 on the other end. That's sales, that's good videos, that's just getting points moving forward. I started off right in the negatives because their AI was striking me immediately. So they basically shut my whole account down during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, when I have been literally involved with everything TikTok Shop has to offer. I do all their webinars. I work in their LARC system, which is a CRM that's available to the higher end top tier TikTokers. I'm in the Discord for the community TikTok. I'm in the top tier Discord for TikTok. I'm in the gaming Discord for TikTok. So I know a lot of people at TikTok, and I sit there and I talk with them all the time, and yet they still shut my account down for an entire 2.5 weeks during that period because the AI kept giving me strikes over videos that either were not properly formatted per se. They kept telling me, Barb, I was running live streams with 4 live cameras. Okay. So I have a document camera that I use to show the content of the stuff I'm selling. I've got this camera here. I had a camera over my shoulder. I had a camera cam that I was using just to show stuff all over the place. They shut me down for pre-recorded content. So I had to explain myself. And what that means is whenever you get a strike on TikTok, immediately start documenting what you're doing. All right. That means, okay, TikTok, I'm sitting here. I'm on 4 live cameras. Here's one of them. Here's 2 of them, and show them in the feed. Show them what you're doing. Let them know you're actually live, because that's one of the biggest ones they get hit with is like pre-recorded content, because you can play music on TikTok. Okay. But you have to watch if you're playing commercial music over your TikTok shop, or whether you're playing it over other stuff that's showing as a pin on your screen. You can't be playing music during those times, but you can at other times. So always, 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 always go against whatever they hit you with. Appeal everything. Save content for every time you get a strike, and I can guarantee you 99% of those strikes will go away. It's just the fact that you're not responding to the appeal. You're not sending a ticket to customer service and saying this is not right, and you're not answering those little questions that say, what did you do wrong? You just say, I didn't do anything wrong, and you just respond in kind, and within a day or so you should have the strike gone. So
wow, that's good to know, Leland.
Yeah, brilliant.
I haven't gone back. I have an account, but like you, I was on there very early on, and I haven't used it. I am at a stage in life where I've got to focus better because I mean, there's only so much I can handle in this pea brain of mine. So, but that's good to know, because Nick and I actually are co-managers in the Be Livers group, which is one of the applications that we've all used, and they've been asking about TikTok. And that is, I mean, any of the groups that we're in on Facebook, we have got to use our TMP to stream in there anymore, and it's just not worth it. It really isn't.
It's very difficult. I would highly recommend, if you're going to do anything to stream to TikTok, you have 2 real good choices, and that is your phone. That's probably what they really want you to use the most. But they've spent a lot of time recently inside TikTok Live Manager, which is their quote OBS for TikTok, let's say.
Yeah.
And that app keeps improving. They keep changing. But I think that was where a part of the issue with how the AI was understanding the stream was causing complications. So they're working that part out from a lot of input from myself, because I've been dealing with a lot of their support staff when it comes to why was this happening? How was this happening? Why did this shut me down for an entire 2 weeks type of stuff? So we've gone through that, but it really is, I think they're very concerned over quality of stream. Okay. Great. So they want you to give a good experience to the audience, and they're going to do their best to make sure that it's not pre-recorded content, So don't go out there replaying videos. They don't want you just doing screen shares where they see mouse cursors moving around. That's another one. If you're going to talk about stuff on your screen, put it behind you. Okay. Make sure
Okay.
you appear on the screen somewhere, whether it's in a cube, whether it's overlay, green screen, whatever. Just make sure your face is there while you're doing some type of desktop share. They do not want just plain desktop shares on TikTok. It's like totally boring and just defeats the purpose of what they're looking for. So they're not looking for teachers. They're not looking for broadcast television. They're looking for real interactive engagement with people online. So that's what they want.
Cool.
So would
Leland,
you say it's more? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Leland, 2 questions. One is, can you drop us your links so that we can put these with the live streams so people know how to get hold of you? And also, and do you have, with your knowledge of TikTok, do you have like a TikTok course or anything else?
Not yet, but we do have a couple things in the works, and we're still, I run 2 individual brands by choice, and that's one is my AIO brand, which is an all-in-one brand for a lot of the software SaaS and other when it comes to like software enrichment and things to run your business. That's more organized toward AI and agents and things of that nature. But the Best Live TV, which is basically my DBA under Best Studios, is what I do all of my broadcast work under. So if you just head over to bestlive.tv, which is a brand new site, so there's going to be I vibe coded that all by myself. So we're really getting into that space a lot. I've been good friends with Ray Luan of Easy Site. We've been doing a podcast, which is kicked back to every other Tuesday. Ray used to work at TikTok. He was their used car sales manager. He made over 200 million ARR for TikTok and ByteDance during a period a few years back. And then he went out his own with a friend of his that sold an app to eBay for a couple $1 million or so, and also built WUK AI, which is a chatbot system or AI agent system, and Easy Site AI, which is a vibe coding website builder, app builder, really. It's more like Base 44, but or Lovable, any of those. And so we do a podcast every couple of weeks, Tuesday nights at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. now because of the time change. He's in Beijing. So we talk all about what's going on in AI, and we talk about what's happening over at his studios, so that, because he's a constant developer. He's like one of those clay developers where he just keeps reiterating over what he's building and just keeps building better. So I'm really happy to be a friend of Ray's, and it's just been a really good relationship for the last few years between him and I. So.
Cool.
That's great. Well, I am thinking that, Leland, that we have definitely not touched bases often enough
We haven't.
over the last year, so that's been crazy. And I have a different outlook on TikTok this morning thanks to your input.
Yeah.
Good.
I just see that, I mean, every destination, you have to know what your why is. And I'm seeing that, like you said, there's no courses, that kind of thing. They're strictly, it sounds to me, entertaining to build relationships.
Yeah, it is. And what's really interesting, Barb, about TikTok to me is that when I started it, it was all about me just doing lip syncing videos for people. It was not a business venture for me at all. I was like, TikTok is just going to be a fun place for me to hang out and such. And then when I realized TikTok, and I have to make this statement because it's really important people understand what TikTok has the capability to change in your life. Okay. They will direct you while you're in the app. They will direct you into the places they kind of feel they want you to go. They're trying to silo creators into specific niches like health, home, beauty, sports, whatever it might be, because they're an online shopping network, much like Amazon. Okay. What they want to do is fill that space, much like Amazon. So in order to do so, they have to have people who can represent their products properly. Okay. They don't want people telling bad things about their products, for one, and they don't want people saying the wrong thing about their products as well. So they want to teach people. They provide webinars. This is weekly. Okay. If you want to get into the TikTok Shop creator programs, you need to talk about it on TikTok. Tell the people that when you're typing, when you're texting, I want to be a TikTok creator. I want to know more about TikTok Shop. I want to know how to get into the TikTok creator program. And that stuff will start filling your feed. And then when you follow those links into the TikTok branches that they give you to follow, which is sign up for this webinar, go meet some of the TikTok staff. I was offered access to their Lark CRM literally within the first month of being a creator.
Wow.
And I was somewhat focused in as a top tier creator because of the content I was creating as a lip syncer. And that put me in a realm I did not expect to be in almost immediately. People were saying, you've got a lot of good content here. We need you to learn more so that we can make you one of our top tier creators. And I'm in their top tier Discord, which is like 1,500 people when it started. Now there may be 6,000 people in there. Out of the millions that are using TikTok right now, that's a pretty good place to be. So that's how I look at it. But there are courses. I would just ask GPT.
Yeah, right.
Run a TikTok shop.
So they are able to put, they are able to do webinars through the application, and they work. And
well, they do webinars through Zooms. They do webinars through another platform that they have built into Lark as well. So they invite you to these things. You show up, you talk directly with TikTok staff. They show you, they walk you through the process of how you should be making your content, how you should be delivering it, how they can help you. They ask you, just tell us what you need from us. And they will literally do whatever it is. They do train parties where they get a bunch of people on your streams for you sometimes, where it's like, we'll bring the party, you know, just bring the content and we'll bring the party. So if you follow that course of action through TikTok, you will move faster through their ecosystem for sure.
That's a big note for me then. Note to self.
Yeah.
Look at all the email. I get so many
emails. Yes, absolutely. Read the invites. Take the invites.
I keep ignoring them. They're saying, get yourself a TikTok shop.
Trying to come in here.
Blah blah blah. So yeah.
There we go. Sorry if that was ringing in there. Yeah, that's huge because those emails are important, and a lot of people just ignore them. But they're usually offers to go somewhere and say, you know, come meet the staff, come meet the people at TikTok because they really want you to. They really do.
Huh.
Oh, that's my afternoon.
I was invited to go to the TikTok studio in LA on October 15th after I went through their fast track training program. All through September, it was 4 weeks of how to make videos, how to do the lives, how to sell on TikTok Shop. And when I got out of that, they put me right into the top tier Discord. Wow. I was like, how did I get here?
So you're making money on TikTok then too?
Yeah, a little bit, but not as much as I should be, because the TikTok BC, when Black Friday, Cyber Monday hit me, it was really, it put a, let me put it this way. It was a mindset hit to me in a big way, because I had worked my plan. I was so pumped and ready to go. I was all hyped up. I had all kinds of, I mean, if you see the products behind me, this is the kind of stuff I sell on the regular out here on TikTok. I'm basically home health and tech when it comes to TikTok. So I try to talk about things for your home. I talk about things to keep you healthy without dealing with, you know, RX and drugs and things like that. So it's my focus on TikTok. But when I got shut down, my entire mindset was like, why am I doing this? You know, I spent all this effort, all this time, this last 6 months building up this brand and this business, and everything was ready to go. Black Friday, I'm on fire, and my shop gets shut down. It was like a kick in the pants. I was like, okay, all right, whatever. And I lived through that 2 weeks of misery before, you know, watching everybody make sales and watching everybody just, oh yeah, wins, all these wins. And here I am like, oh, okay, whatever. So, and when that was over, I just, for the rest of the year, I shut down. I said, you know what, I'm done for the year. I got back to refocusing on building more stuff for 2026. And now we're opening new doors and just kind of starting fresh for the new year. And we're just going to kick back into gear again. So all we can do.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh yeah, anytime. I just hope I didn't take over.
No, Leland, you just gave absolute pure gold.
Glad.
Really, I think there was a lot in the audience that we're addressing right now that a lot of them want to know about that, and I personally, you know, that takes a lot of time, and
it does.
It does get right back down to your why, you know, and if and spending time there. So it's so good to see you again. Sorry for my
Same.
background noise.
Oh no, not at all.
We
And
needed
you guys can boot me out of here to finish up your show whenever you're
No.
ready, because I got out of the bed I was laying threw on a hat and a couple other things to get the day rolling. Then I totally forgot that I was supposed to be stopping in here, so I did.
That's fine.
Whereabouts are you, Leland?
I'm sorry. I'm in Michigan, USA, just between Lansing, northwest of Detroit, about 2 hours.
Oh, well, cool. Yeah, it's amazing when I speak to guys like you, like to Barb, and I think, yeah, I have no concept of just how huge the United States is. It's big.
Actually, Josh
I'm in
and
little old England.
the two, who is it, Jason, Josh from TikTok, two of the biggest live streamers out there from the UK, are actually here in our state right now. If you look them up, just look up Josh from TikTok or Jace from TikTok. They're both young guys that Josh is actually hurt right now. He injured his back while he was here in Michigan, but two of the funniest guys from the UK you'll ever see. They're always about Michigan and the US and saying how huge it is, and they can't believe the kinds of things we get away with over here all the time. So watch their content. You guys will really enjoy it.
I'll track them down.
Thank you. Thank
Yep,
you.
for sure.
Now,
all right.
Well, we're just here for a half hour, so
Yep.
I'm gonna take you down. We're gonna close out here, and just hang on a second there.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us.
Well, what a treat that was. That was like quite amazing.
Absolutely.
First time I've ever met Leland, and I hope I meet him again very, very soon.
Yeah, it's just amazing, and to talk about TikTok, because that is the one area definitely I have no expertise in at all, and that was just exceptional. And I notice he's vibe coding also, so he's one like early on that embraces technology, and I think that's what attracted me to Leland and Stephen, was that we were all, it's just, don't say no, don't get scared, just try it out, see what's happening. So
exactly, we have that
wonderful
early adopter mindset, don't we? That's the thing. Yeah. If it's new, we want to explore it. We want to, certainly with Stephen and I, we were pushing BeLive to its absolute limits at one stage. We seeing how many cameras we could actually have on a live stream at one time. It was, I think I had 7 at one stage, and it still managed to work. So
yes,
hey,
absolutely
incredible stuff. Well, Barb, the time flies. Now, Barb, I have to say, while we're still on, next Tuesday I do have to take Debs to a hospital appointment. So
okay,
I'm not sure what time that is. So we might have to just rearrange our time.
The timing. That's fine. That's fine.
But it'll be later. It won't be earlier. Which is good for you.
Yeah. Still be in my morning.
They'll probably still be in your morning,
for sure, for sure. Well, thank you so much for joining me here today, and I look forward to the rest of the week. I'm on school every day. You're on school every day, and I love what you're doing over there. I think it's exceptional. So,
thank you, Barb. And I'm nearly at my 300 members on the free community. So
I saw
I'll
that.
hopefully hit that this week. So be good.
Well, until next week, then. Take care.
Take care. See you all next week.
All righty.